Everybody, Eric White from Vintiques of Maine here. We are located in Norway, Maine at 231 Main Street. Feel free to stop by the store any day of the week. I'm here most days after 11. Anyways, I want to talk about some stuff here. I get a lot of questions on how did you get started? How did you go from point A to point B? You know, when did you get started? Stuff like that. First off, this has kind of always been in my blood. I've done a lot of this growing up. My parents used to buy and sell stuff, mainly yard sales and stuff like that, flea markets and stuff like that. I even ran a pawn shop very briefly in the late 90s before my oldest son was born. So it's always been in my blood. But I started 4.5 years ago after divorce with my last $300. I got canned from my job. I wasn't doing my job because I kind of snapped and wanted to spend more time with my kids. So I'd go in late, leave early, stuff like that. So rightfully so, they canned me. Had no problem with that. I was done mentally anyways. So anyways, I started this with $300 4.5 years ago. And a lot of people always ask me, well, how do you start with only $300 and go to where you are today? To let you know where I'm at today, we are on pace to do a little over $145,000 this year. Okay. How it worked out is started with $300. Year one, we did about $46,000 in sales. But year one was like 7 months. 6 months, something like that. You know, it was spring when I started, and you know, going to January. So then year two did about $95,000. Year three, I barely busted the $139,000 mark, and then this year I'm on pace to do $145,000. It's getting harder and harder to increase that level of sales by myself. I've had my sister helping me before. I have my son helping me once in a while. But in general, it is by myself. It's a lot of work. I work 12 to 18 hours a day every day. 90% of what I end up doing is packing merchandise that needs to be sent out or listing. So, anyways, I started with $300 4.5 years ago after my divorce. And I went to a local auction with my now ex-girlfriend, who I'm still very good friends with. She's a wonderful, wonderful woman. We ended up going there because she liked Star Trek, and they were selling a ton of Star Trek models and toys and stuff like that. So we just went and kind of, I had no idea I was going to buy all this stuff. So anyways, I ended up spending $296.40 of my $300 I had in my pocket. And I bought a bunch of Star Trek models. Most of them were a brand called Faruda. They're crazy little 2-inch models. I mean, they're not big, 2 to 3 inches. They sit on a stand. They sit 2 to 3 inches tall. And I bought a ton of them. Bought a couple of larger ships too. You know, I might have spent $40 on one, sold that for $80. Spent $20 on one, sold that for $40. Spent $30 on one, sold that for $35 because I messed up. It happens. I mean, you know, we don't make money on every single purchase. It's impossible. You're gonna make mistakes, so don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's the first thing I'm gonna tell you is don't be afraid to make mistakes. It happens. But anyways, I want to show you what these Faruda models did for me. I got them up on the screen right here. I'm gonna scroll up a little bit and start at the top and work down. Turn the camera around, look at those. They're just tiny little things, and you know, they sell between $10 and $20. You know, and there's pages and pages of them that have sold for that price. So, how it worked out is I'm bidding on the other stuff, and getting towards the end of the auction, I got maybe 6-7 items, not a ton of stuff. I got about $70 left in my pocket, $80 left in my pocket, something like that, I figure. And the auctioneer just dumps these bins out on the table and says, okay, we're going to sell table lots. He makes a line down the middle of the table. It's about that wide, about an inch wide, and goes, everything on the left side or everything on the right side, your choice. Starts auctioning it off, and you know, I jump in at $15. Somebody else goes 20. I go 25. They go 27.50. Blah blah blah, and we eventually end up at $35 per side. And he's like, take one or both. I'm like, I'll take both. And I'm praying myself that I didn't go over the amount of money I had in my pocket, you know, because that'd be embarrassing to have to borrow money from my ex-girlfriend at the time. So I ended up not going over. Spent it was either $294.60 or $296.40 of my $300, and in the end I sold everything for roughly $1,200 over the course of 7 days. This stuff sold very, very fast, so I quadrupled up over the course of 7 days, very, very fast, which was just a godsend for me. I'm truly blessed. I was in the right place at the right time. I bought the right stuff, and I felt really good about it. So the next week, I took my my money, which is all sitting on a little PayPal credit card, and I went back to the auction, and I spent $700. And I've done that every week since then. Currently, I go to auctions 3 to 7 days a week, depending on when there's auctions. Hit yard sales hard. I hit flea markets hard. Throughout the course of this series, I will talk more about where I'm getting my stuff from, how I'm getting my stuff, negotiating tactics, stuff like that. But I just wanted to hit it and tell you where I got started, how I got started, and, you know, hopefully help you start your own business doing this same stuff and help make you as successful as I've been. I feel very, very blessed with everything that's happened to me thus far in this 4.5 years of doing this, and now I'm just looking to help other people and give back to you guys. So until the next time I make an episode of this, have a great day.